Brit Hume was on Fox News over the weekend, and he weighed in on the Christie scandal, and he somehow is going to spin this to blame feminism. I mean, it's ridiculous how much these guys bend over backwards to make the real world fit their already preconceived notions. Listen.
So what about this bully narrative?
Well, I would have to say that in this sort of feminized atmosphere in which we exist today, guys who are masculine and muscular like that in their private conduct and kind of old-fashioned tough guys run some risks.
Feminized?
Feminized.
Atmosphere.
By which you mean?
By which I mean that men today have learned the lesson the hard way, that if you act like a kind of an old-fashioned guy's guy, you're in constant danger of slipping out and saying something that's going to get you in trouble and make you look like a sexist or make you look like you seem thuggish or whatever. That's the atmosphere in which he operated. This guy's very much an old-fashioned, masculine, muscular guy, and there are political risks associated with that. Maybe it shouldn't be, but that's how it is.
Well, we're so used to...
First of all, not quite sure muscular is the right word for Christie. Now, beyond that, his theory is just made up. It's just totally made up. Look, Christie won with over 60% of the vote in New Jersey. He kicked ass across the board with almost all demographic groups, okay? Nobody has a problem with his, like, so-called straight-talking tough guy persona of, like, I keep it real, I'm a badass, I'm the neighborhood guy who you were friends with when you were younger. Nobody has a problem with that. The problem people have is with what he actually did. And by the way, a poll is out from New Jersey today, which says a majority of the people in New Jersey think, of course, he knew about the access lanes being shut down. He's the fucking governor, number one. Number two, was shut down for 4 days. And number three, there was no traffic study that he kept saying, well, this was a traffic study, which is why we did it. No, it wasn't. You're so full of shit and everybody sees through you. Everybody realizes you were doing political payback to snub the mayor who wouldn't fucking endorse you when you wanted his endorsement. So the problem is with what he actually did. That's the issue people have, but he just spins it. This is what conservatives always do. They'll take any type of scandal, any type of problem they have, and then they just go to any one of their, their boogeymen that's just a buzzword for other conservative people, and they just pick one and spin it to blame that. It's usually, blame liberals for something that we did, blame feminists for something that we did, blame Muslims for something that we did. They have these groups that they always go to where it's like, just pick one and we'll somehow spin it to blame that group there. You're blaming feminism for Christie doing a scandal where he shut down lanes to get back at a mayor and 4 people were late to the emergency room. 1 person died and they had to delay a search for a missing 4-year-old. That's the problem. The problem has nothing to do with the way he talks. And I also love the way, 2 things, the way the woman was like, feminized? Like, what are you talking about? And then also how Brit Hume was so convinced of what he was saying. And I don't know if that's real or fake or whatever, but he was like, he responded by like just repeating it. She's like, feminized. He's like, atmosphere. Feminized atmosphere? Hello? That's what led to what happened? You don't see this? What are you, some kind of fucking loser? Are you an idiot?